Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby!
Brought to you by PLAYBOOK Sports. I'm Anthony. To my right, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Philly fucking Phil in the building. Phil, what's good?
What's good, y'all? We about to get into part 2 of our power forwards list. And also make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Hit that bell.
Rip
that. That's crazy. Rip that bell too as
Fuck
well.
that bell.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. And also be ready for some live streams in the future.
Facts. Today we're going to be going over our 20 through 11. We did our 21 through 30. I'll go over mine really quick. Phil will go over his, just so you guys can compare a little bit, know who's going to come up right now. But Alex Sarr was my 21, 22 Jabari Smith, 23 Toby Harris, 24 Jamie Grant, 25 Patrick Williams, 26 Rui, 27 Sohan, 28 Caleb Martin, 29 DFS, 30 Taylor Hendricks.
Oh, dang. He hates Taylor Hendricks, apparently. But anyways, let me get into my awesome list real quick. 21 through 30. 21, Jabari Smith Jr. 22, Rui Hachimura. 23, P.J. Washington. 24, Jeremy Sohan. 25, Patrick Williams. 26, Taylor Hendricks. 27, Alexander Sarr. 28, Nikola Jovic. 29, Dorian Finney-Smith. And 30, Caleb Martin.
Let's just dive into 20, man. My number 20, this is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Draymond Green at number 20. Look.
Damn.
This surprised me. This was the only positive I have written down about Draymond Green. Last year, efficiency-wise, that was Draymond's best three-point shooting year. Congrats. Everything else about Draymond's game, really, I don't see the hype about. I really don't. Mm-hmm. Great rotational defender, fouls a lot, though. Technicals a lot. Unavailable. Suspensions. Ejections. Like, all of that hurts the Warriors more than it helps the Warriors. He hurts them more than, to me. I agree. A lot of people like to hype up his playmaking a lot. And his playmaking, when he makes good plays, is great, elite level. Mm-hmm. Draymond Green also makes a lot of fucking dumbass plays where he turns the ball over for no reason. That's how they lost KD.
It's true. He telegraphs a lot of the plays. Sometimes he telegraphs.
So that's my, like, if Draymond Green, I think a problem a lot of basketball fans have is when you're trying to make a case for a player, you're only going to talk about what's great about them, what the stats say is great. To me, a lot of the bad stuff also matters. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people ask me why LeBron's not my GOAT, because there's a lot of bad things that have happened in LeBron's career. Like, when you talk, and you could say the same for Jordan, obviously. I'm not going to sit here and say that.
I mean, I was going to say Curry. You can say a lot of bad things with Curry.
I don't know about that.
Yes, you can.
But there's
2016.
Like there's reasons why, like, the bad reasons are important, is all I'm saying. Like, the bad is just as important as the good. You can't just, like, talk about the good all the time, you know? Like, same thing for Rudy Gobert. That's a good example, because Rudy Gobert is a dude who, statistically wise, is an elite basketball player. But like Phil was saying last episode, there's a lot of shit that that's happened to Rudy Gobert in his career that you definitely can knock Rudy Gobert for. So that's my whole thing. But yeah,
no,
Draymond at 20.
Honestly, I'm not too mad anymore because I actually did have him a little close to that spot.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, he does a lot of stupid crap. He's not really smart with some of the stuff he does, and he telegraphs a lot of plays.
And he punched Jordan Poole.
And he stepped on Domantas Sabonis.
Facts.
For my 20, I actually put Keegan Murray here.
Really?
I know. He should maybe be higher up. And he honestly should, but the only thing that messed it up, it's honestly the same thing with the P.J. Washington thing. DeMar DeRozan is now on the Kings, and those touches may be gone.
I think the touches help Keegan Murray.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know, because now the attention's going to be on DeMar DeRozan.
Exactly. So Keegan could just sit in the corner.
I don't know if that's going to help, though.
This is
because he would get more kickouts. I feel like it's going to be more of the scoring going towards DeMar DeRozan and De'Aaron Fox.
This is my argument for that.
Okay.
Their offense is Sabonis gets the ball in the high post, Fox comes around, Fox drives or Fox kicks. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to do the same shit with DeRozan. DeRozan drives, DeRozan kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Keegan Murray kicks, and now there's more opportunity for that. But I don't have him too much higher, so I'm not going to sit here and, like, fight you on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think he gets more touches and more – maybe not more touches, but more open shots than last year.
Yeah, but I do think that DeMar DeRozan is going to make him a better defensive player.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to be locked down on defense. Like, that's one thing I think the Kings are going to be incredible at next year, especially on the perimeter. Defense all around. Rebounding is going to be nuts. I think Keegan Murray and DeMar DeRozan are going to – because they're switchable too. Like, DeMar DeRozan has experience playing the 4-2. So even if there's a screen going on, and honestly, Keegan Murray's a really good navigator on screens, especially DeMar DeRozan, they could switch.
Devin Carter, too. Oh,
yeah.
He's out all year next year.
Devin Carter. But Keon Ellis is also good as well. So no matter what, the Kings are in a good position right now. If they let De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis do their thing, they'll be fine. But I do think that it's going to knock Keegan Murray a couple of points. Maybe he'll just average like 12 or something, because he averaged 15 last year, but he may just go down to 12.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he's going to be more efficient, but I agree with you. My number 19, I have Aaron Gordon here. I respect role player Aaron Gordon, bro. It's just so cool. Who was it? Brandon Jennings who said Paulo's like Paulo's like Aaron Gordon. Someone recently said
Somebody said that?
Yeah, dumbass shit.
Wow.
But yeah, I think only thing he's really missing is like shooting percentage. But I think his defense has to be elite next year after losing KCP.
That is true.
He's got to be their best defender next year. He's got to carry the load.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that hurts him a little bit, but I believe in Aaron Gordon. I'm an Aaron Gordon fan. I love Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon's nuts, bro. I like him with Denver. That was the smartest pickup by Denver, without a doubt, because people were looking at him. He was still with Orlando, and he was kind of dying down, but he changed his role, played more defense, focused solely on rebounding, which was nuts. He's probably one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. You saw it in the playoffs, but I have him higher up just because I feel like because of those losses, they're going to rely on him way more.
I like his like kind of what you said. He doesn't play like it's Orlando, and I don't think he ever did. Like, he came in there and instantly became a role player rather than like that Aaron Gordon he wasn't that good, but he was looked at as that guy in Orlando.
Exactly.
Who's your 19?
At 19, I got Tobias Harris.
Respect to Tobias Harris. You got any case to make for him?
I know you had him lower. But the only reason why I do think he's going to be better is because, like I said in the last video, he could get back to his LA flipper role, which was elite. And him at the 3 would probably be super good. Big height, 6'8". I do feel like his rebounding is going to improve. I do feel like his scoring may improve because Cade Cunningham is going to have some slack off his back, so he's probably going to kick it out to him.
Yeah, I love him with the ball.
Yeah, so I just feel like he's going to be a better overall player down there. He may be a third or fourth option. Prove
him wrong, Toby.
Hopefully, man.
My number 18, this might be high for you, but this is where I had Nikola Jovic.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping that he develops.
Really high, but not bad.
I think he could be in the most improved player candidacy next year. Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna have a bigger role for this team. Like, he might be their 4th option on offense. Actually 5th option. I'm sorry, because they got Scary Terry. I forgot about that. But he's gonna get more open touches, I think. And I think he's a decent creator. He definitely improved in that last year. Mm-hmm. Shot 40% from 3 last year as well. Yeah, I just like you move Jovic to the starting so Jimmy could stop playing the power forward. And I really like it. And I think he could play a little bit of the 3, a little bit of the 5. I'm liking Jovic next year.
Okay. They just need to count on Kelly Ware not going crazy, bro, because Kelly Ware is going to go crazy next year. I see it, bro.
I think he fits really well next to Kelly Ware too, though. Like, the 4-5 pick and rolls with him and Kelly Ware could be really good.
But Bam's got to start.
I'm saying, like, in spot minutes, like with the bench. I'm just playing. But, you know, I think, like we said in the last video, I would much rather start Jovic this year. If it doesn't work out, then, yeah, I'm sliding Kelly Ware in there. But I'm going to give him a full year to try it, you know? Because Jovic, a 40% three-point shooter, bro, with Jimmy Butler and Bam as your 2 best players, you need dudes like that around him.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm just a huge fan of Kelly Ware.
Oh, we know. We know.
Superman. All right. Are we at 18 now?
Yeah.
All right. At number 18, this is actually where I had Jeremy Grant.
Nice.
I had him high up there. I had him
That's
high.
not high. Honestly, if you just look at stats, bro, he might be in like the top 13.
Yeah, that's true. 21-4-3 with 1 stock.
I'm proud of you for putting him lower. Because honestly, I thought you were gonna have him higher.
Oh, hell no. I wasn't going to have him in like the 10s or
Yeah.
nothing like that. That'd be ridiculous. But because he did play on the Portland Trailblazers. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They were bad last year. But like I said, feels good there. May get traded, but I think he's going to play good anywhere he goes. But once again, anywhere he goes after this, he's not going to be the number one option like he is over in Portland. But like I said, he feels comfortable in Portland. So that's the only thing going for him.
What team could he go to where he'd be the number one option?
Number one option.
I don't even think he's the number one option if he went to Washington.
Actually, if you trade Kuzma, yeah.
If you trade Kuzma,
Kuzma, he's the number one
but
option.
if you plop him there, I would rather give Kuzma the ball.
That is true.
My number 17, I have PJ Washington. There's not much to say about PJ Washington. He's a premier 3-and-D player in the NBA. Like that's what he does. That's what he goes out there and does. He actually shot his lowest 3-point percentage with the Mavericks last year. Just in those Mavericks games, not counting the half the season he spent in Charlotte. But I think he's gonna get more open next year. He's gonna get a lot more easier shots, either at the rim or again like at the 3-point line. So it's not too much to say. I just think he's a good player, and he's a good defender too.
Oh yeah, very good defender. Body up defender, not just the get steals, goes down, does his thing like SGA, but SGA is also a good defender. I'm just saying, steals wise, he's just a good body up defender. Like you don't see a lot of good body up defenders.
He's like that Boogie meme.
Looking over at Cat.
Yeah.
All right, at number 17, this is where I have Draymond Green. I'm not gonna hype this up too much because he made a good point to put him where 20 is. You had him at 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a good point. But the only reason why I did put him at 17 is because I do like the signings of Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson because I think this helps them get back to their small ball ways.
Yeah.
And if you could, Kyle Anderson is an annoying-ass defender, and that means he's good. He's an annoying-ass defender. And if you put those two together where they could switch from the 4 and the 5, maybe even the 3 and the 4 together, they're going to be good defensively. And they can play small ball. Like, Kyle Anderson has experience playing the 5. He did it with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he sometimes did it with the Spurs. But, man, with Buddy Hield out there, too, for Draymond Green, another person he can kick it to shoot threes.
I like the Warriors next year. I believe in like what they're building.
I know. I just like people are saying it's like really, really bad, but I'm like, bro, it's not. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. I think it's pretty good for their small ball ways.
Honestly, this might be a hot take too, but I think they should trade Kuminga for a little more. Well,
they had a chance.
I know they did, and I know they're probably not going to do it, but I think Kuminga is going to get out of there eventually.
He needs to.
So I'd rather just get something for him. I don't think he needs to, honestly.
He needs to.
I think he complains a lot.
The disrespect he's been getting, tell me why they played better when they inserted him in the starting lineup and he became the second or third option before when he was coming off the bench. They looked like crap when he was coming off the bench.
I agree with that, but he's still complaining.
I would complain too. They treated him like crap. They was the second or third best player on the team, and you didn't have that next to Curry. You were having Curry out there suffering, man, and double teams, triple teams, and you had him kicking it out to Corey Joseph. Oh my goodness!
This is the problem with the advanced analytic NBA. Like Steve Kerr, it's like, well, statistically, our offensive rating's better when Corey Joseph's out. Like, bro, just watch the game and see what it is. I know Steve Kerr definitely has a bigger basketball mind than me, and I'm not saying that
idiot
whatsoever.
He's
but
an idiot.
Come on.
He's an idiot.
16, this is where I had Keegan Murray. You touched on him. I don't got much to say. I just like, bro, like, for a kind of a catch and shooter, to attempt 7 a game is pretty impressive. Like,
Damn.
He chucks them. He's not afraid to hold back. He takes contested catch and shoot threes. So, and he knocks them down. 35% clip. I wish it was a little higher. It was a down year last year compared to his rookie year, but I think he's going to get more open touches.
Hey, there's a reason why they be saying Keegan
Murray.
Thank God. Okay, he fixed it because last time he didn't get it.
What did I say?
You were like Keegan, and you just looked at me. I was like Murray. It's a tough celebration, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You Kings fans, that's a tough thing.
Like the beam, baby. We're all in on the Kings next year.
I mean, I'm a Laker fan, so I can't really screw the Queens. Anyways, rank at number 16. I actually put Jalen Johnson right here.
That's a dude that I love next year, bro.
Exactly.
I think I might be the biggest Jalen Johnson meat rider. I love Jalen Johnson, bro.
You got him at 12, don't you?
I wanted to put him in my top 10. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I didn't, but I wanted to.
Okay.
I wanted to put him in my top 10 because I think he's definitely an MIP jumper. But yeah,
he's gonna be in the MIP conversation next year because he's gonna be the Robin to Trae Young's Batman next year.
Facts.
He is going to have a year next year. I really do think that he is going to average 21, 9, and 4 next year. I think he's gonna improve his points by 5 points.
Dang, and that
he's
puts him
going
down
to be
there?
good. Huh?
I don't know if he goes that high.
I
but
just
that puts
think
him
the
down
other
there.
guys above him are in a better role and better
Okay.
on the team. I just because at the same time the Hawks they're weird. I think their roster is weird. I think the whole structure is weird, and the fact that I don't know, bro. I think that it will be complicating sometimes. Like he'll get good stats, but then again, you never know if they're gonna lose or even if he may get hurt again.
What do you think about this lineup?
Yes, sir.
And this was just a theory. I'm not saying this would be elite or nothing. You run Trae Young at the 1.
All right.
Zach Rich at the 2.
You talking about Richard Shaw?
I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
So that's what he
No,
goes
I got
by
you.
here. Jalen Johnson at the 3. He's never played a minute at small forward. And then you run Big O and Capella. A huge ass lineup with Trae Young, bro.
No, I don't like that. I don't like Big O and Clint Capella together with Jalen Johnson at the 3. I don't like that.
I think it'd just be fun.
I need Jalen Johnson to play the 4, bro.
I'm not saying
what.
as a starting lineup, but I'm saying maybe like play with it because I think that would be, bro. Those big ass dudes pause next to Trae Young would be so fun, bro.
You know what? They ain't even got championship aspects next year. Why not?
Why not try it out? Maybe
Why not
it's
try
good.
it out?
The Rockets had a really good lineup with Westbrook at center when he was there. That's why they
God,
traded
he played
Capella.
Westbrook at center. That was weird.
That's why they traded Capella. And honestly, I think the Rockets would have been much more successful if the COVID didn't hit because they were on a win streak before.
That is true. They whooped our ass the last game before we went in the bubble.
Thanks, Rudy. My number 15. This is where I had Miles Bridges. To me, Miles Bridges, honestly, he's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. He's a wife beater. He's a dickhead. He is one of the most underrated basketball players in the league.
Is his face when you said all that?
You don't like that sentence?
Why are we even talking about this guy? Why are we giving him the light of day?
Because he's on ESPN's depth chart.
I don't care. You guys should just completely ignore him. You should do 29. Should be top 29, not 30.
Hey, he played last season, so he's got to be
Why
on
do
here.
they let these players still play in the NBA?
I don't even know. You should be asking about the NFL too sometimes.
NFL's even crazier.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
They
It
be
is.
getting away with a whole bunch of stuff.
But he's number 15. He's one of the most underrated players in the league. Like, as a basketball player. Just a basketball player.
I only had him a little bit over. I had him at 14.
Uh-huh.
At 15, I had Aaron Gordon.
Okay. Respect.
This is where I had Aaron Gordon, only because his role is going to be much more asked for on this team since they're going to have to go from one of the best perimeter defenders they had, like they had Bruce Brown, they had KCP, to now really needing their front court to carry the load big time, no matter what. So he's going to be all over the place. He averaged 14, 7, and 4 last year. And yeah, his shooting, 29% and 66%, that's terrible. But 56% on 58 efficiency, I'll take that. Hopefully it goes up too.
Yeah, I hope he has a good year, bro, because, like, it's kind of ugly out there, bro. Julian Strawther definitely isn't ready. The only player I really feel confident in defending on the perimeter next year is Westbrook.
That's literally it.
That's it. So
And Peyton Watson. I'll put Peyton Watson up there.
Peyton Watson to me is an average defender. Like,
I like him.
when you compare him to like Christian Brown and like Julian Strawther, sure. But I think to me he's kind of average, and they have him listed as a 4 next year. And honestly, I don't blame him because this team don't really got nothing on.
That's
that
what
bench.
I've been trying to tell people, bro. People looking at me crazy when I said I'm not scared of Denver next year. They lost KCP, Bruce Brown, Reggie Jackson. Like,
They need to stay healthy, bro. And if they do, I believe in them still.
okay.
Because you only need 6 players in the playoffs, maybe 7.
Nah, I feel you, man.
But yeah, I mean the reason they won a championship was because they were so deep. But my number 14, maybe a hot take for y'all fans out there, but I have Pascal Siakam. When you look at Pascal Siakam's numbers
Where did I have him? Okay.
and you compare him to Miles Bridges, Pascal Siakam, 21, 7, and 4. Miles Bridges, 21, 7, and 3. I just think, like, he's a bad fit there. I still kind of feel like that.
With the Pacers?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I feel like he's better with the Pacers.
I think Tyrese Halliburton is so good with the ball where if you just put shooters around him, like, they'll figure it out. Or you put rollers around him, they'll figure it out. Like, he is a player that needs the ball, and I don't think he's, like, tremendous with the ball.
I think he's super skillful with the ball. I feel like he's a really good scorer. Like
21.
spin moves. I know we be talking
The
about them
spin-
spin
the
moves a lot,
Beyblade, bro.
but it does get him them 21 points. It does get him to the free throw line. It does create.
I think he needs
Help him create. My bad.
I think he needs a player who's better with the ball and can kind of play a role. He can't really do that. He can't sit in the corner. He can't be a roller on pick and rolls. Like, I need, like, if a Miles Bridges was there, bro, Indiana would be filthy. If a P.J. Washington was there, if a Keegan Murray was there, I think that's
Let's calm down with the P.J. Washington. I don't know if you switch roles with Pascal Siakam and P.J. Washington. He's giving them the same production. I don't know about that.
maybe not numbers-wise, but he's definitely an efficient shooter. He's a pick and roller. Like, he's a perfect fit next to a Tyrese Halliburton.
But can he average 21?
You don't need to average 21. Everyone else would do better if P.J. Washington's there over a Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
I think the P.J. Washington's, Keegan Murray's, Miles Bridges, they fit more into an offense. Pascal Siakam has to be your offense. And I just don't think, like, we've seen this movie before. We saw it with Toronto last year, or 2 years ago, excuse me. Like, you obviously, and this isn't a hit on Pascal Siakam because there's only 8-9 players in the NBA that feel like this. You can't win a championship with him as your primary ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his role. He's a primary, secondary ball handler, and I don't know. I think Indiana needs another dude for me to take them seriously. Like, yeah, it works for now, but it won't work when it's, like, time for them to be great.
I have him much higher.
They wouldn't have been in the conference finals last year if the Knicks weren't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, true, but he was putting up some crazy stats. Like, he was literally the number one player on the Pacers. He's the number one option.
With what competition, though? Tyrese Halliburton is such an up-and-down player,
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Where it's like, why is that a...
But imagine them next year with him, like, because he got traded there, like, a little
Bro,
late. Imagine on a full training
I'm
camp.
selling their stock.
You selling their stock?
I don't believe in the Pacers next year, bro.
I think they'll be pretty good. I think they'll be better than last year.
All right.
Playoff-wise, I don't know,
Seeding-wise?
Seeding-wise, I think they'll be better.
I don't think so, bro. What were they last year? 6th seed? 5th seed?
I think they were the 6th or 5th. I
Let's
think they
look
could be a
at this.
top 4 team in the East.
Bro, I don't think they'd be better than Cleveland next year. Do you? A healthy Cleveland, because Cleveland was beat up all
I'm about
year
to
last
say,
year.
I don't know what's going on with Cleveland. I mean, yeah, they kept their team, but I don't know.
I believe it, bro. Cleveland was beat. Remember the run Donovan Mitchell went on when he was MVP
And they
Donovan
were
Mitchell?
number 2.
They were cold. Bucks, like, maybe I could see it, but at the end of the day, they have fucking Giannis. Like, they're going to be a top 3 seed. Like, why would Orlando decline?
I don't know, bro. I just feel like they have a chance. They have a chance to go top 4.
Bro, no. I actually, looking at this, I can't see that. Because I think Philly and Miami are 2 teams that I think are going to be much better next year.
I'm just saying, give Pascal Siakam a full training camp with Tyrese and these fools and Miles Turner. I'm just saying.
But we'll see, I guess, when the season starts.
Yes, sir.
Who do
At
you
number
got?
13.
Wait, did you say? Oh, you said you're 14.
Yeah. At number 13, I got Evan Mobley.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a much different from you.
I'm about to say, I just don't feel like it's going to change too much, and I feel like the attention's gone more to Jared Allen. I feel like Jared Allen's had a better run at center, obviously, gotten more touches. But, yeah, Evan Mobley, I feel like he's just going to do the same thing he was already doing, which isn't bad. 16-9-3, 58, 37, 72. I just feel like nothing really changed.
I think numbers wise doesn't show the impact Evan Mobley brings. Like,
I mean, he's a good
think
defensive player.
this might be my hot take.
Okay.
I think he's the most underrated defender in the NBA.
Underrated. Wasn't he like number 2 or 3 last year?
He was
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. But I think, like, he has an argument for the best defender in the NBA, and no one really puts him there. Like, he definitely does. Switchability-wise, and he is, like, you could argue the best paint defender. It just, like, his numbers aren't going to look good because he's playing the 4 next to Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Like, if he was a 5, bro, this dude, man, he's averaging almost 10 rebounds next to Jared Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Like, I think this Cavaliers team should be in championship talks next year.
Maybe it's just that he got injured and it kind of got the hype a little down.
Would you agree with me? The Cavaliers could be in championship talks next year?
I don't know, man. I feel like they still got some work to do.
But when you look at a starting five, like there's not many better in the NBA. Garland, Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, Allen. Those are 4 all-star level players, and Max Strus, who's a great role player.
I just still feel like they need something. Something's missing.
What would they need?
Something is missing because then you saw them in the playoffs, even in that game against Orlando, and even when they had their guys Max Strus and Darius Garland too, they still were missing something. So I can't see them.
I think they didn't have a full season to be united. Like that's a team that I feel like that. The Pacers had their chance. This team though, I think like I don't know how many games they played healthy.
I don't know, bro.
Like with all of them out there, it just felt like once one would come back, someone would go down. Who did you have at what number are we on?
We are at number 12 now, and I think this is actually your guy now.
Is it? Okay. Talk about your guy first.
All right, at number 12, I have Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice. I think I had him there actually.
His shooting was impressive last year.
Sorry, I'm on 13. I haven't given my 13 yet.
Oh, my fault. Go in.
My 13 is Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
I'm just hoping for the big jump next year. Yeah, I mean, not much to say really. I really like his game, and I think he could definitely have that jump into maybe All-Star talks, maybe just outside of All-Star talks. But that 16 I could definitely see turning into a 23.
Yes, sir.
23 and 10 next year. Book it.
Who'd you have at 12 since I accidentally gave away my 12?
Talk about Cat first.
Okay. So, same team, same Minnesota Timberwolves. Added a couple rookies that are going to be good for them in the future. But Anthony Edwards is going to be the dude. And Rudy Gobert is the defensive dude with the rebounds. But once again, it's the same thing with Evan Mobley. I don't think Cat's role changes, and I think he keeps the same stats. But they're better than Evan Mobley's. 22, 8, and 3 with 1 stock. He's averaging 22 with 8 rebounds. And like you said, Evan Mobley was doing what he was doing next to Jared Allen. Karl Anthony Towns is doing this next to Rudy Gobert. So I think that's nice, but I don't think that's like too crazy. I just don't feel like he's going to improve any more from what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Unless he averages 30.
Near 50, 40, 90 season last year, bro. He's just
That's
a
good.
monster. I got him at 12 too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
didn't expect that.
I think he's the best offensive big in the league still. Like, just straight scoring wise. Jokic is a better playmaker. Maybe you take Embiid over him. Wouldn't be mad at that. But I just think when it comes to, like, Embiid's probably a better bucket, but when it comes to doing everything on all 3 levels, Cat's the best big in the league offensively.
But then again, Joel Embiid and Jokic had better post moves, post scoring overall.
That's what I'm saying. So they got him in, like, Embiid could fucking take a post shot every play and average 100. But Cat, I think, is more versatile offensively.
Got you.
And yeah, I mean, he took a step back last year. I shit on him for it, but I learned to kind of respect him a little more last year. Excuse me. My number 11. This is where I had Evan Mobley. You tweeted about that video today of his offensive work. I'm hoping his offensive work goes a little up, but still, for a player who's such a good defender to average 16, 9 rebounds, and arguably be the best defender in the league, like, gotta put him there.
Yes, sir. That's so crazy that we both had Cat at number 12.
Yeah.
I really thought we were going to have a little argument there.
Where did you think I was going to have him? Closer or high?
I thought you were going to have him at like 5 or 4.
I did have him there, and I moved him back.
Oh, okay.
After doing my research. Shout out Cat, though. Like, I wanted to put him higher because I think if he had his own team, he could average like 27 and 12. And then it's like, yeah, he's a top 5 center. And maybe, like, as a basketball player, he's probably a top 5 power forward. But there's just other dudes. Like, this position does get stacked near the top.
Cat to the Knicks. Now, did you say your number 11?
Yeah, Mobley.
At number 11, this makes me sad because I like this dude. I actually have Chet Holmgren.
Okay. Not mad.
I think he's going to be better at the 4 than all of these guys because he is a really good help defender. You don't know how many times I thought LeBron had a dunk, and this freaking guy came out of nowhere and blocked it every game. But that's what I feel like. That's where he's gonna thrive. I feel like this is where he should be because it just seems natural to him. And I feel like Isaiah Hardenstein playing the 5 is gonna give him more room to be a better defender. Maybe even like AD level better defender.
Really?
I think he may.
I think the muscle is the only thing that kind of scares me as
Yeah.
a defender because he definitely could get bodied by dudes. But yeah, I mean, I have him a little bit higher, but we'll
He's
talk about that. In the next
208
video.
pounds.
He's a lightweight, bro.
Goodness gracious.
If he could get to 220, 230, get on
Yeah.
that Keenan Allen diet, he could hoop. I promise. He could be something special. But
Eat a McDonald's burger, bro.
that's what I'm saying. But also, like, when dudes like that put on weight, I feel like their 3-point shot usually lessens a little bit.
Yeah, it
So
does.
I don't want him to lose that either. I just think maybe put on some more muscle. You could be 215, 220 and still be a good NBA center.
Or 212.
But yeah, 212. Fuck it.
Stay at the 4, though. I think he'll be good at the 4.
I like him as a 5 long term. But yeah, this season I think he's fit to be a 4.
Just don't ever play Jalen Williams at the 4 again.
No,
Don't ever do
please
that
don't.
again. That gave me nightmares.
Please don't. But what you should do is like this video, subscribe, comment, do all that. We want to hear what you have to say about our list.
Hit that bell as well.
Hit that bell as well. You like that?
And oh yeah, that was tough. I like
Simple.
that. But anyways,
Just fuck the air, dude. Outro it, Phil. Just end it, dude.
hey, but make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well, as always, with them live streams coming in the future. And also, run the play, and we out.
Run it.